May. We'll start with a story I know you've been covering. What happens next after that chaos on Capitol Hill? Speaker McCarthy ousted by members of his own party. We will be all over that story. Plus, I'm here in New Orleans, where there's a developing water crisis moving up the river. Saltwater intruding from the Gulf of Mexico. The Army Corps of Engineers is out urgently trying to prevent this from happening here, where so many folks live, more than 1 million in New Orleans alone. We will be with them to see those prevention measures, including reverse osmosis machines at water treatment plants, but a serious threat, especially by the end of this month. That and so much more coming up right here on Good Morning America.
Back here at home this afternoon, our KSAT community partners are hosting a phone bank for the South Texas Blood and Tissue Center. Operators will help register people for blood donations and accept financial donations. That money will go toward replacing older vehicles used to transport blood. It starts at noon and goes through 7 o'clock tonight. You can read more about that at ksatcommunity.com. Ahead in the next hour of Good Morning San Antonio ISD's right-sizing plans have students and parents wondering why their schools are being targeted for closure. Plus, we've got an exciting update on baby Ezekiel, who was in desperate need of a special cranial helmet, how he's doing now after his first birthday. And up next, we're 10 days away from the annular solar eclipse, and you'll need special glasses to see it. But what about your cameras? How can you take the best photos while protecting your device too? And checking TransSky 10 at Probant. Traffic is flowing in both directions. We'll be right back.
This morning on GMSA, 5 people were wounded overnight in a shooting at Morgan State University in Baltimore. The police are saying right now about the search for a suspect.
Back here at home, San Antonio neighbors coming together to fight crime. Their plan to make San Antonio a safer place to live.
And let's look out there with live cam this morning. We're starting at 79 degrees, but we are patiently waiting for a little change in the forecast, and Mike's going to tell us all about that very soon.
Live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Good morning to you. It is 6 a.m. on your Wednesday, October 4th.
We made it to Wednesday, and we're excited about, we're excited about tomorrow and Friday, but especially this weekend with the temperatures.
That's right. We've got a chance of rain, and a couple of different things happen regarding this cold front and then an eventual mass of colder air.
Yeah, it's kind of a 1-2 punch. We get the initial cold front moving through late tomorrow, and then we get that drier, cooler push coming on in here just in time for the weekend. Can't come soon enough, because yesterday was 96, 94 today for a high temperature. Lots of clouds out there this morning. A ton of humidity, and with all that humidity just continuing to get pumped on in here, the atmosphere really can't hold that much more. So we're starting to see, and just in about the past half hour, started to see a couple of these little sprinkly showers that have shown up around here. This one off to the northwest is heading up in toward Bernie, right there to the west of Scenic Oaks, near Leon Springs, Helotes, Gray Forest area, and then a little bit further on down to the south, a few of them around John Jay High School, just near SeaWorld, right around Taft, and then also further on down in the southeastern portion of the county, right there around Mitchell Lake. And most of these are just on the light side, maybe a little heavier shower here and there, a couple of them heading in toward Sutherland Springs, right near Lavernia, right there. That's about it. A couple of little sprinkly showers here and there this morning. Then we'll have a few more popping up later on this afternoon. Humidity gives us a heat index. So it once again feels like 88 Castroville, 83 New Braunfels, Canyon Lake out there at the airport, Stinson, Pleasanton, 85 right now. There's a ton of humidity out there. Fall elm is moderate. Mold, pigweed, ragweed are all on the low side. We are going to be warming up through the 80s and already well above the normal high temperature at noon. Then we get another, other than these few little sprinkly showers around here this morning, then we'll have another small chance for a couple of showers late today. Not a great chance at rain, 94 high temperature. So once again, well above normal. Like yesterday. That is going to be changing. We'll be almost 10 degrees cooler by tomorrow, and we do have those better rain chances moving on in here. How cool is it going to be getting? So fun to say that. How cool is it going to be getting this weekend? Details coming up in just a couple of minutes. Traffic Authority, Stephen, what's going on?
Mike, I haven't had my hands full just yet. As we get a look around town, we have entered a pretty busy hour. We're in getting closer to morning rush, so we know things will shift out there, but as you can see behind me, it's just pretty much smooth sailing for a lot of folks. 1604 and 37 at Alamo Dome, one of our favorite favorite shots here on GMSA. Things are getting busier, and it does look like we have a stall there at 281 northbound at Bitters. And you can see that our friends at TransGuide are working to show us the conditions out there. We'll get another look at that in just a bit, but as we see on the map, it's pretty quiet. Nothing really to talk about here. There was some overnight construction that's already cleared out, and aside from that stalled vehicle, there's not a whole lot else that would slow you down, just the normal commute. But as we take a look at the travel times, we're still in the green. The journey from Bernie along I-10 eastbound should be about 23 minutes at this hour. 281 southbound, if you are heading in from Bulverde this early, it's 25 minutes for you. And right now along I-35 southbound, it's about a 24-minute commute if you're making your way into the Alamo City. But let's get it back here on TransGuide, where we see 281 northbound at Bitters. We do have a stalled vehicle off on the shoulder lanes. From the looks of it, it could be a bus. Tough to say, but we'll keep a close eye on it. Just make sure you keep your eyes on the road as well. Steph.
Thank you, Stephen. Over 500 neighborhoods across the Alamo City took part in National Night Out that happened last night. Now, it's designed to help neighborhoods meet one another, share food, resources, and spend time together. Neighbors had a chance to talk to local elected officials about what the community concerns are, and many were parents who said they want to see their children growing up in crime-free neighborhoods.
Biggest concern as a mother, I guess, is the safety in the schools. It'll be really important for me to see something different for them.
The mayor, police chief, Bexar County sheriff, and even the Spurs Coyote were out celebrating the night with the community.
Indy Morning headlines: 5 people were shot at a university in downtown Baltimore.
The campus was locked down for hours as police responded.
As ABC's Liz Landers reports, they haven't caught any suspects for now.
Overnight, gunfire erupting on the campus of Morgan State University in Baltimore. At least 5 people shot at the historically black college where students and alumni had been celebrating homecoming week.
She's just advising that the daughter texted her at 9:53 saying that they were shooting outside.
The victims include 4 males and 1 female, all sustaining non-life-threatening injuries. The incident began around 9:30 p.m. Students and staff ordered to shelter in place until an all-clear was given at midnight, and campus police responded.
Morgan State University police officers were on routine patrol on the campus when they heard discharges from a firearm.
Local law enforcement also descending on the scene, and the FBI offering assistance as well. The mayor of Baltimore making a plea for broader gun safety reforms.
We are dealing with, not just here in Baltimore, not just at Morgan State University, but across this country of the United States, an epidemic when it comes to guns and gun violence. And it's time for us to get serious about that.
No arrests have been made and no suspect has been identified. The university's president says that counseling services are available for students and that classes are canceled for today. In Washington, Liz Landers, ABC News.
And right now you're looking live at the U.S. Capitol in Washington after a historic day where lawmakers removed the Speaker of the House, Kevin McCarthy. The now former Speaker says he will not run for the position again. So with no succession plan, the House has adjourned until next week. 8 Republicans, led by far-right Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz, and all Democrats voted to remove McCarthy as Speaker yesterday. He served only 9 months, the second shortest tenure of any Speaker in U.S. history. Congressman Gaetz targeted McCarthy for working with Democrats last weekend to pass a bill to keep the government funded. McCarthy said he has no regrets.
I don't regret standing up for choosing governance over grievance. I do not regret negotiating. Our government is designed to find compromise.
So without a speaker, no legislation can be brought to the House floor. The House has adjourned until next Wednesday as Republicans try to plot their next move.
Looking ahead, when your phone lets out a weird noise this afternoon, don't panic. The federal government is testing its emergency alert system. The test will be sent to all smartphones in addition to TVs and radios around 1:20 San Antonio time. A text will follow saying it's just a test. So this is the second time ever that a test alert will be sent to every smartphone in the country.
Before we go to break, a reminder, GMSA looks a little different starting next week. To better serve our viewers and community we love, GMSA on KSAT will now air from 5 to 7 a.m. every weekday morning, beginning this coming Monday, October 9th.
This change allows for more immediate news gathering on the stories that matter to you and your family the moment you wake up and at a time that works best for you.
Our dedication to breaking news overnight, pinpoint traffic reports, and your most accurate forecast continues on GMSA weekdays 5 to 7 a.m. next week on KSAT. Watch or stream live wherever you get your news.
Time now 6:08 and 79 degrees for now.
After the break, we're 10 days away from the annular solar eclipse, and you will need special glasses to see it. But what about your camera phone? How can you take best photos while protecting your phone, too?
And if you were like me yesterday, driving around late afternoon, wondering where is this cold front? It's going to be here eventually, but not today. It's going to warm up this afternoon again. We're going to check in with Mike for all those details a little later on.
.612, welcome back. This morning we're 10 days away from the annular or ring of fire solar eclipse. Throughout the eclipse, you'll need eye protection to look at the sun.
But what if you want to take pictures? Well, Jonathan Cotto shows us how to protect your camera or your camera phone.
October 14th, those in direct path of the solar eclipse from Oregon to Texas will have the opportunity to witness an event that won't happen again for decades.
San Antonio is ideally placed to see the maximum eclipse.
Astronomer and eclipse expert Doug Duncan says an annular solar eclipse is unique because the moon's orbit around the Earth is not a perfect circle.
It's a little bit oval, so it can be further away and look a little smaller. And on October 14, it's going to be a little too small to totally cover the sun. And so it leaves a ring of fire.
And of course, if you don't share the eclipse on social media, did it even happen?
Everybody likes to take pictures with their phones, but if you want to take a picture of the sun, you got to protect your phone camera.
Duncan invented a filter to do just that. It's called the Solar Snap. He partnered with American Paper Optics. No matter what device you use, here's the key to protecting your camera.
When you want to look at the sun, glasses for you. When you want to take pictures of the sun, you put the little filter on your phone, and then you look at your phone screen, just like you would taking any ordinary picture.
Both Duncan and Jarrett say you must wear a pair of safe solar eclipse glasses in order to avoid eye damage during an eclipse, so regular sunglasses won't cut it. These have to be ISO and CE certified, so when you go and purchase yours online and have any doubts, they say just buy American. Reporting Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12 News.
And we are your Eclipse Authority on Saturday, October 14th, beginning at 9 a.m. We're going to have coverage of the eclipse right here on KSAT 12. So if you want to see more of our stories leading up to the eclipse, just scan that QR code on your screen.
Let's check with our traffic authority at 614.
That's right. How's it looking, Stephen?
Not as cool as an Eclipse Authority, I'll tell you that. But we are seeing some progress there at 281 at Bidders. Let's get a wider look at TransCat, guys. This is that stalled vehicle that we told you about a little bit earlier this morning. By the looks of it, it could be a Via bus. Just tough to say from this particular shot at TransGuide, but it does look like we have a TxDOT Hero truck out on the scene. North and southbound lanes of 281 don't appear too bad just yet, but give it some time as we take that shot in. It's in the northbound lane, so just be on the lookout if you have to travel through there. It doesn't look like it's causing any issues with traffic, but we'll see things pick up in just a few minutes. But one last look here at 281 at Bidders. Just make sure to stay up to date with all the other closures that are happening in our area. You could scan this QR code and it takes you directly to our KSAT traffic page. I was going over through some of the closures that are happening this week, a lot of it along US 90, 1604, I-35, of course, so just know what to expect before you have to head out the door and hit the roads.
Hit the roads. Thank you, Stephen.
Speaking of hitting the roads, the school bus. And you may run into just a couple of little sprinkles out there. A few of them have popped up, so a light little shower, not amounting to anything this morning. And then later on this afternoon, it's going to be another hot one. There's lots of humidity this morning. There's going to be lots of humidity sticking around throughout the day. A shower or two, not really a big deal as far as rain. I mean, there's going to be a couple little spots here and there, but that's pretty much going to be about it, unfortunately. Lots of clouds hanging around here this morning with all of that humidity as well. And with all that humidity that's been getting pumped on in here, again, we've got some of these light little sprinkles. In the big picture, you almost can't see anything. Got to zoom in somewhat, and we've just been watching, again, these few little showers here and there as these things tend to run into, I'm going to get a little button over here very quickly. As these things run into the escarpment and the atmosphere kind of goes up with all that humidity getting pumped on in here, that's what then gets these showers going. They're not all that big, again, just a couple of them here and there, and that's pretty much the extent of it. So this is what it looks like, a little bit closer view. And over there on the northwest side from, I'll say, Bernie down toward Leon Springs, and then further on down to the southwest, right around Helotes, you got a couple of showers there, maybe a decent one mixed in here as well. Leon Valley down by John Jay High School, and then a couple of more down further on the south and southeast side. Again, just little spots here and there, and even a few more further on out to the west, right there around Sutherland Springs. Got a couple of those showers that have been popping up. 96 for a high temperature yesterday. Look at that. Gonzales did hit 100, 98 in Cotulla. When is summer going to end? 118 consecutive days at 90 degrees or better. Average last 90-degree day is not until the 18th of the month. So we're not done yet, but at least we're going to be done for a while after today, because today we're going to hit 94, and Hondo is going to be up to 100 today. In and around the metropolitan area, everybody's going to be well up into the mid-90s, and we're going to have plenty of humidity left over. So therefore, you'll feel every bit of that. At one point yesterday here in town, the heat index did make it up to 100. And we're going to be in the upper 90s, close to 100 today with all that humidity. Here's a computer model, and this one, excuse me, is a little more bullish, I guess you could say, as far as getting a few showers, a couple of thunderstorms popping up later on this afternoon. A couple other ones that the rapid update model I'd like to look at too is not overly encouraging as far as rain today, so there will be just a few of them scattered about here and there. Then we go into tomorrow, and as the front approaches, we see the line of rain forming up to the north, working its way down through the area. Most of this is going to wait till after the commute tomorrow morning, and then we'll continue to have more of these showers throughout the day. A couple of heavier pockets here and there, but it's not going to be raining everywhere nor constantly tomorrow. Then that comes to an end, and then we get later in the day on Friday the push of some cooler, drier air. So it's kind of a 1-2, if you will, as far as the front comes through tomorrow. Then we get the drier air coming in here on Friday, and that's going to set us up for the fantastic weekend. 94 today. A couple of showers, a couple of thunderstorms around the area later on today. Better chance of rain tomorrow midday through the afternoon. Front comes through late in the day. 84 on Friday, 86 tomorrow, so we'll be at normal or a little bit below normal temperatures. Then the cooler, drier, low humidity moves in here for the weekend. Lows in the low 60s, upper 50s, highs in the 70s.
Did your fingers on the keyboard, were they reluctant to type 57 where you were trying to invert the numbers?
It is weird to do, and you're just like, really? Am I dreaming this right now?
Sure.
You know, after we've been through
a lot.
Yeah.
It's been one heck of a summer for sure.
Been way back since last spring that we had anything like this. So.
Yes, sir. No, we're looking forward to it. Thank you, Mike. 619, 79 degrees.
And just ahead, the mother of swimming star Jamie Kell, who was found dead in the Virgin Islands back in February, is speaking out why she does not believe it was an accident. That's in your GMA First Look.
This right here is confidence in a bottle. It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face. And what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes. And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles.
At our $14.95 price, it's the best way to try Plexiderm and see it work after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Streaming now.
It is one of those dream interviews, a bucket list Spreester session, by the way. It's a chance to sit down with Texas legend Robert Earl Keen and get a tour of his ranch.
I'm a songwriter, and I make people happy when I play. Being a legend, I don't know. I sort of enjoy people not being able to recognize me, and for some reason, my voice gives me away all the time.
Streaming now on these platforms.
In this morning's GMA First Look, an ABC News exclusive.
What we are looking for is justice for Jamie. We're looking for truth.
It was a mystery in paradise. Former elite American swimmer Jamie Kale found dead in the Virgin Islands at age 42. Police originally stating she was found unresponsive in her home by her boyfriend back in February. But months later, police now saying she died of an accidental fentanyl overdose. This morning, her parents speaking out only to GMA, insisting Jamie didn't use drugs.
We don't believe that she ingested fentanyl willingly. We don't believe that our daughter's death was an accident.
And we'll have much more on this exclusive interview coming up at 7 a.m. With your GMA First Look, I'm Janae Norman, ABC News, New York.
In your consumer headlines, Google unveiling its latest devices this morning. The launch expected to include the Pixel 8 and 8 Pro phones and the Pixel Watch 2. The phones will feature the most advanced Pixel cameras yet, along with some new AI features, and the watch may be water resistant.
After a year off, Samsung's FE or Fan Edition series is back. The phone is meant to offer flagship devices at lower prices. The series includes the Galaxy S23 with its 3-camera lens and wireless charging. There's also a new Galaxy tablet and earbuds.
Hey, Google making it harder to send spam to Gmail accounts. Starting early next year, the company will require anyone sending more than 5,000 messages per day to place an unsubscribe button in their messages. Yahoo has also signed onto the plan.
And time now 6:26 and 79 degrees for now.
Flashing lights, 281 at Bidders. We'll check in with Steven coming up. You're watching GMSA.
You didn't come to us asking for solutions. You're amputating a leg when a Band-Aid would have worked.
Right now on GMSA, San Antonio ISD's right-sizing plans have students and parents wondering why their schools are being targeted. A look at what's being done with bond money that was set aside for those schools.
Plus, there's a lot going on today, including an alert going out to everyone's phones this afternoon, what you need to know before it happens.
And let's look out there with live cam this morning. We're starting at 79 degrees. Okay, we can handle that for now, but with the promise of some changes, right?
Right, we're going to negotiate this somehow. Good morning, everybody. 6:30 on your Wednesday. It is October 4th.
Happy Wednesday. Thanks for joining us. We're going to check in with Mike. Right? Changes?
Right?
Yes, but we got to make it through today still. So,
Yeah.
and make it through this morning with all the humidity out there.
All right, we're counting on you to be our cold front hype squad, okay?
And temperatures this morning are averaging 10 to 15 degrees above normal. Afternoon high temperatures anywhere from 5 to almost 10 above normal. We did hit 96 yesterday. That was 10 above normal. No real glow of the sunrise yet. It's still about an hour before the sun thinks about coming up. And temperature, like we said, 79. There's that number. Dew points. Humidity has really come back in here as expected. 75. So you step outside and you will definitely be greeted by humidity. And some folks are being greeted by a couple light little sprinkly showers. One or two of them out there in parts of the hill country up here by Bernie, as you can see. Some up there in Kerr County, over on the northwest side of town, right there to the west of Leon Springs, Helotes, Gray Forest, a couple of okay showers, and then further on down to the south, we've got a couple of more right here, just around Leon Valley, over toward Taft High School, SeaWorld, and again, even a decent downpour, and then a couple of more that are scattered about the area, a few that are moving into town right here from the south side, moving into right there around 10 on the south side, and there have been a couple of more. But notice how they sort of almost fizzle out over by Sutherland Springs. We have a few more of these. So just one or two of them hanging around here this morning. Then we'll see a couple of more later on this afternoon. And the ones this morning is just because we've got so much moisture getting pumped on in here, and the atmosphere really can't hold too much more. 83 when you factor in the humidity is what it feels like. 84 at Port SA and 87 there at Castroville. Mold is on the low side, ragweed, pigweed, and then we got a moderate amount of fall elm. Of course, the updated count comes out in about about say an hour or so. Shower or two this afternoon, mid-90s. Again, well above normal. And then tomorrow we will have rain that's going to be moving on in here as the front approaches. Looks like it's going to be coming in mid-morning up until late afternoon. So morning commute tomorrow, for the most part, is going to be on the drier side. Then the rain moves on in here. Mid-80s. That's going to be fantastic. Mid-80s on Friday as well. Then we get the secondary push of the cooler, drier air coming in here later Friday evening, just in time for the weekend. Weekend looks great, 70s and some cool mornings. Very nice looking forecast this weekend. Details in just a couple of minutes. Traffic Authority said you saw a little bit of damp roads out there on the side,
1604 right there near Bandera, Mike. But over here at 35 at Ben Zingelman, I'm not seeing any of that. I'm seeing some flashing lights out here. We'll let you take a look at that. That has been reported as a crash by friends over at TransGuide and TxDOT, and you can see at least a San Antonio fire unit out there on the scene. Hopefully everyone's okay. It's tough to say if paramedics are out there this early, but it does look like at least 2 vehicles may be involved. From this shot at TransGuide, we do have a box trailer out there along with another vehicle with its emergency lights on, and a group of, again, first responders out there working to clear this up. So let's hope everyone's okay. Traffic, for the most part, not experiencing any trouble, but be on the lookout there. It's off on the shoulder lane at 35 northbound at Judson Road and not causing an issue just yet, but let's keep our eyes on that as the morning commute does get moving. I want to take a drive back over here. We still have that stalled vehicle reported along 281 northbound at Bitters Road. And at last check, it does appear to still be active from what we're seeing on the TransGuide camera. It is now getting closer to morning rush. In the next 15 minutes or so, we're going to start to see a lot more of that red creep in on our map. And again, usual spot, US 90 if you're heading eastbound just before Loop 1604, 151 eastbound if you're heading in from, let's say, 1604 near Leon Valley. We're going to start to see the commute shape up, so watch out for situations like this. I'll give you other updates coming up a little bit later on. Mark.
Thank you, Stephen. This morning, the battle between SAISD and parents continues.
As John Paul Barajas reports, on one side, you have a proposal to close school campuses, and on the other, there's a plea to reconsider.
You didn't come to us asking for solutions. You're amputating a leg when a Band-Aid would have worked.
This school is the perfect school for me.
Parents and students pleaded with San Antonio ISD staff in hopes of saving their school.
People will be heartbroken, not just children, their families.
How are we building a family that way? Why can't we stay?
Mar and Gates are among the 19 SAISD schools that could close under a proposal to right-size the district.
They had a plan, a schedule, they marked trees, which ones were going to be cut, which ones weren't. Where did that investment back into the community go?
SAISD is also facing some questions about bond funds designated for schools that could close. The most recent $1.2 billion package was approved by voters in 2020. Of that, $179 million was set aside for the schools potentially on the chopping block. But the district says just $3.5 million has already been spent on those schools in question.
That did pay for a lot of conditions assessments and surveys that we can definitely use as we determine what we're going to do with our campuses moving forward.
Even if that means that campus no longer be utilized?
Correct. It was a general bond proposition for the district.
If trustees approve the right-sizing proposal, Yvonne Little with SAISD says the district does not plan on selling any of its buildings. As for the remaining bond funds, a statement from SAISD says, quote, "We will conduct facility assessments of each of the schools that will receive additional students and teachers, and we will reinvest in our remaining facilities, bringing them closer to the contemporary standards."
The financial outlook of what it would look like in 5 years, in the school year 27-28, we can face a deficit of $342 million.
And district officials tell us because the 2020 bond was a general district bond proposition and not specific to schools, they can redirect funds to other campuses if right-sizing is approved. They have 14 community meetings left before the final vote on November 13th, and we have that full schedule on our website, ksat.com. At SAISD, John Paul Barajas, KSAT 12 News.
And happening today, a new episode of the Texas Crime Stories podcast. Here's a look at what listeners can expect.
In the fall of 2017, the air was filled with the excitement of college life at Trinity University. But not everything was what it seemed for one student.
Partying, drugs, and unhealthy relationship would lead to a tragic ending for 19-year-old Kaylee Mandotti. Her dreams and aspirations brutally cut short. But was it an accident or murder? I'm Erica Hernandez.
And I'm Lee Waldman. This is Texas Crime Stories, Twisted Love, the Kaylee Mandotti tragedy.
Now that full episode is out later this morning. You can check it out on KSAT.com, our YouTube channel, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Happening this afternoon, the federal government is planning a nationwide test of the emergency alert system. It'll happen at 1:20 p.m. our time.
The test will include wireless emergency alerts in addition to TV and radio, so you should also receive a text message telling you it's only a test.
KSAT, along with our community partners, sponsoring this year's Light the Night event. It's a night to support the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society and pay tribute to patients, survivors, and those who have passed away from cancer.
Our Lee Waldman will be the MC for the event at Hemisphere on the 14th, and it starts at 6 p.m. Registration is free and open to everyone, and participants are encouraged to raise money to support the mission.
If you scan the QR code on your screen right now, it'll take you to our KSAT 12 fundraising page where you can join the KSAT team and make a donation to help us reach our goal of $5,000.
This afternoon, our KSAT community partners are hosting a phone bank for the South Texas Blood and Tissue Center.
Yeah, operators will help register people for blood donations and accept donations. That money will go towards replacing older vehicles used to transport blood.
It starts at noon and it will go until 7 p.m. tonight, so you can read more about it at ksatcommunity.com.
Right now at ksat.com, you're looking for work. A lot of folks are. There are a number of positions open at Joint Base San Antonio. They need law enforcement, plumbers, animal caretakers, and contract specialists. Happening today, 9 to 3 at the Norris Conference Center on Northwest Loop 410. Good luck, and don't forget a current copy of your resume.
And you still have one more chance to speak to Bexar County's top leader about the issues you most care about. Judge Peter Sakai has been hosting a series of community conversations, and tonight the fourth and final session will be at the UTSA Park West Fieldhouse. That's off of Loop 1604, not far from West Housen Road on the city's northwest side. That will start at 5:30 p.m. You can read more about it on our website at ksat.com.
Looking ahead, tonight's Powerball jackpot is approaching an estimated $1.2 billion. That's the largest so far this year. The jackpot has grown so massive because there have been 33 straight drawings without somebody winning it. The odds of winning the jackpot, 1 in $292 million. Winners can take the cash option worth about $551 million.
Before we go to break, GMSA will look a little different starting next week. So to better serve our viewers and the community we love, Good Morning San Antonio on KSAT 12 will now air from 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. every weekday morning beginning this coming Monday, October 9th.
This change allows for more immediate news gathering on stories that matter to you and your family the moment you wake up and at a time that works best for you.
Our dedication to breaking news from overnight pinpoint traffic reports and your most accurate Weather Authority forecast continues on GMSA weekdays from 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. on KSAT 12, so you can watch or live stream wherever you get your news.
We don't get a whole lot of extra sleep, but we have more time to plan and execute good newscasts, that's for sure.
Maybe a few minutes.
A few minutes, yeah. And that counts on our shift. 640, 79 degrees.
And up next, we have an exciting update on baby Ezekiel, who was in desperate need of a special cranial helmet, how he's doing now after his first birthday. And welcome back at 6:44. We have an exciting update to tell you about baby Ezekiel. He's the baby we told you about back in August who was in desperate need of a special cranial helmet.
As it turns out, he was able to get one. Ezekiel's mother, Miranda, says her son was able to get the helmet just 2 days after his first birthday last month.
She says she was grateful he was able to get into the helmet before his skull fused together, and Ezekiel is already improving.
It's crazy because he got like a boost of confidence, and his tilt is now doing so much better. I'm like, that's just crazy what a little helmet can do to his confidence.
Ezekiel will have to wear the helmet for about 13 weeks, and the family will check in with doctors every 3 weeks to make sure his skull is forming properly.
Outstanding news, and I know for a fact we were contacted by many people wanting to help baby Ezekiel.
Yeah, we're glad he got that help.
Thank you, folks, for helping out.
Yeah, Time now 6:45. Let's check back with our Stephen Cavazos about the situation there off of Highway 281.
Yeah, remember, this is a stalled vehicle, guys. 281 northbound at Bitters. It's been there for a little while, but I think it's just because that looks to be a Via bus out there. Flashing lights. Looks like those TxDOT Hero trucks are working to get the situation resolved, but the traffic in the north and southbound lanes is also getting busy, so that could make it a little bit tricky. Be on the lookout there if you see those flashing lights, and make sure to move over or slow down. We have entered morning rush, so we start to see a little bit more of those issues pick up. Thankfully, we have better news to report right here along I-35 northbound at Judson. I talked to our friends at TransSky just a few minutes ago, and it does look like that crash scene has already cleared out. But something that we're going to see a little bit more of course, that congestion along I-35 southbound if you're heading into the Alamo City. Be on the lookout. And of course, 281 over here at northbound at Bitters Road. We are watching that stalled vehicle very closely. Now, the wide view of the map is going to show pretty much the same story here. We have a lot of the congestion that's creeping in, and you can see it again along the usual hot spots. But we will watch things closely. It also appears another crash may have popped up off of 410 near the I-35 interchange. We'll take a closer look at that and find out how that could impact your drive time. But I do want to leave it with this shot here at 1604 at Bandera. Mike, I know this is something that we talked about. Looks like the roads were a little bit damp out over there near Helotes, so traffic also getting very busy. So be on the lookout for any of the situations you may find out there. A little bit of a pixelated shot, but we'll keep a close eye on some of the cameras in and around town.
Yeah, due to those big lights they have over that part of town in 1604, and then it looked like the stadium lights were on too for that high school football stadium right there too. It looked like there was some mist in the lights.
Yeah, we've had a couple of those little sprinkles just because all the moisture is getting pumped on in here, and it's like the atmosphere can't hold anything, and it sort of runs into the escarpment, and that's why you get some of those usually on the northwest side. We're going to show you that in a second. First of all, of course, got to show the skeleton family out there, and kind of a serious thank you to all of the heroes out there, the ones that wear the uniforms and drive the fire trucks and drive the police units and the EMS folks.
Is it me or have they lost weight this year?
Yeah, it looks a little bit thinner out there. But again, thank you very much for that.
Thank you to the Note family and Oscar for posting the pics.
Yep, and again to all the heroes out there. Thank you for that. All right, here's what it looks like out there at the airport, and traffic's moving along very well. Appears to be dry on 410. A little bit of a glow of the early morning sunrise, and here's some of these sprinkly showers up there around Bernie, and it's just this line that's moving almost straight up to the north. And notice how also a few of these back out here to the east, they've popped up there around Lavernia, Seguin, and then sort of fizzle on out. So these things aren't going to last very long. There's those few little showers there around Leon Springs. Around Helotes now, we actually have a couple of maybe decent showers. They continue to work their way to the north, and then one that's moving through downtown as of right now, right there by 35 and I-10 right there at the Y and the Fine Silver Curve. So you want to watch it, and just some very light showers, but just enough to make the roads damp. Temperatures are in the upper 70s right now. We've been kind of fluctuating a little bit. We're actually lower by a degree or two earlier this morning, and we're going to be seeing a lot of clouds around here. Pretty much steady temperatures the next couple of hours, then make it up to 88 at noon. And by afternoon, we'll see another chance for some rain. Not really a great shot, 94 for a high temperature, and really depends on what computer model would pop up. This one does have a couple of showers. This is not as generous with the rain popping up later on this afternoon. There are a couple of more that are a little bit more encouraging as far as a few scattered showers and thunderstorms, but that's why I'm putting a 20% chance on it later on today. So not really a lot out there. Then we go into the overnight hours, and that's when we start to see the rain push down in our direction. This is going to stay pretty much as it looks right now, and a lot are agreeing on this, that it stays north of our area for the majority of the morning commute. Then the rain starts to work its way in here by mid-morning and continue on through. It won't be raining constantly and everywhere. And then, of course, there will be a couple of heavier pockets mixed on in as well. So 1-2 inches of rain are going to be possible. Then we go into the late afternoon hours, and that rain will continue to taper off. We'll still keep a lot of clouds around here, and that's when the front's going to be moving on through. But it's not going to be one of those situations where all of a sudden the cooler, drier air comes in. That's going to be kind of a two-step process. There is definitely cooler air. 37 degrees right now. I should say colder air up there in Casper. We're not going to get that cold, but we are going to be getting a little bit of a taste of that coming in here for the weekend. Just a little taste, but boy, anything better than these 90s, which we're going to be up to again today. 94 for a high temperature. Then 86 tomorrow, and front moves through late in the day. 84 on Friday. We have rain around tomorrow, and we'll start to clear out Friday. Cooler, drier air moves in the evening, so it's going to be, dare I say, maybe a sweatshirt, light jacket for football Friday night.
Nice.
Yeah, wow. And lows in the 60s and 50s over the weekend, highs in the 70s.
All right, starting tomorrow, no complaints from me.
Nope.
No complaints from me. I know you're shocked.
Yes.
650, 79 degrees.
Let's look out there with live cam for now. Yes, 79 degrees we have to get through today, and the warm afternoon before we are rewarded.
Hang in there, folks.
Yes, especially this weekend. We'll be right back.
When news breaks, expect more from KSAT 12.
2 officers shot, a carjacking, perhaps a chase.
They said that they saw 3 vehicles all shooting at each other.
Not sure if you can hear, but the SAPD helicopter is flying above.
Probably 100 police cars in the area. We do know there is a manhunt underway.
We've got those 3 crews out there in the field gathering more information. We have plenty of people here working their sources as well.
So keep it right here tonight. As soon as we get that information, it's going to you.
Coming up today on GMSA at 9, a new Science with Sarah. Sarah Spivey and David Sears will be out Bonnie Ellison Elementary on the far north side making shadow boxes that can be used to safely view the upcoming eclipse.
Plus, Amazon's Prime Big Day deals are coming up next week. So we're speaking with a Consumer Reports expert who's breaking down what to expect for the first big sale of the season and sharing shopping tips to help you snag the best deals. So tune in for those stories and more today on GMSA at 9.
Exactly 5 minutes till 7.
Let's check back with Stephen Cavazos.
Well, it's going to be another busy morning, guys. As we get a look around town, we have a lot more folks that have already hit the roads, as you can see, at 1604 at Pat Booker, 1604 at Valley Meadow, and of course, our favorite shop, 37 at Alamodome, with a beautiful view of the Tower of the Americas. But we still have this stalled vehicle reported along 281 northbound at Bitters. It's not really caused any issues, but just be on the lookout if you're heading northbound along 281. Again, we have had first responders, our TxDOT Hero trucks out there for quite a while. While that's not causing any issues, the wide view of the map is going to show this for probably about the next hour or two. A lot of that congestion already creeping in. US 90 eastbound before 1604 and 1604 over on the northwest side. Be out on the lookout for some of those damp roads, right, Mike?
Yes, indeed. And we do have lots of clouds. You can see a bit of the sunrise, the glow off in the background there. Here's what it looks like on radar. Just a few light little showers, primarily on the northwest side. A lot of these have been kind of popping up and then sort of fizzling on out. But yeah, watch it for just a damp spot here and there. 79 degrees right now. Lots of humidity. 81 at Castroville. Yeah, this is just ridiculous. Now, it will be changing. Not today, however. 94 for a high temperature, a couple of showers, a few thunderstorms. Then tomorrow, we will see the rain move in. Here's the front approaches and moves through the area. A couple of heavy downpours can be expected as well. Then we get cooler, dry air coming in for the weekend.
We can't wait. Thank you, Mike. Thanks for joining us.
Have a great day. GMA is next.